What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brew master in chief. And today in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Jeskai Control Brew featuring one of the sweet new cards from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. And of course, I'm talking about Hinata, the Dawn Crowned. The Dawn Crowned. When I first saw this card during spoilers, I wasn't entirely sure what the whole point of it was, but now that I've been playing with it, it makes perfect sense. So basically you get your spells that have targets, their cost is reduced by one colorless. That's pretty cool. And the spells your opponent casts cost one more to cast for each target. So of course, spells that have multiple targets can get reduced by multiple numbers of one colorless. So if something like Magma Opus, which can potentially target up to 6 different targets, that means that you can cast Magma Opus for 2 mana, 1 blue, 1 red, because the full colorless cost gets removed by Hinata. And that's kind of the whole point of the deck. We're trying to abuse that. And how are we going to get there? What's going to help us get there? We've got 3 copies of Fading Hope. So kind of control deck. We want to bounce the opponent's big threats if we haven't been able to counter them on the way down. So, and also the Scry is just fantastic. So 3 copies of Fading Hope. Then we've got Valorous Stance, which again, if you've got Hinata in play, will only cost you 1 mana to cast if you're targeting anything, because it's a target creature that you're destroying or a target creature that gains indestructible. So this will cost 1 mana, instant speed. So I really like the play when the opponent's board gets too wide. You just have your Hinata down, you foretold the Doomskar. Doomskar is sitting there, it costs 3 mana. So now for a total of 4, you can make your Hinata indestructible with Valorous Stance and sweep the board, and then you can keep on attacking. And that's not the only way we have of making Hinata indestructible. It's one of the modes of Lorehold Command, which of course can have 2 targets, therefore can be cast for as little as 3 mana. Boom! Fantastic. The same can be said of a lot of the other stuff that's a little bit cheaper, but still pretty nice to have it cost that 1 less, like Sword Coming, if it's foretold, and you countering a target spell. Then, sorry, my headset just ran out of battery. That means you can counter a spell for 1 blue mana if it's foretold, and for 2 blue mana if it isn't. Pretty freaking nice. And Prismari Command can have 2 targets, so it can cost you just 2 mana instead of 3. On and on and on. And that can be said of pretty much everything. The only spell here that doesn't have a target is Cinderclasm, which we just wanted to have a little bit of a micro sweeper in case we run into like that really obnoxious like nut draw from mono white. Then we can maybe get their Luminarch Aspirant before he gets too big. But yeah. What else have we got in here that's interesting other than giving Hinata indestructibility? We've also got some counter spells. We've got some ways of getting rid of artifacts. We might actually bump this one up to 3 and trim something. A la BrewLab, as usual, any modifications I make to the deck during the gameplay footage will be reflected in the deck that is now available for you guys that are watching in the video description down below. But yeah, because there's a lot of artifacts in the format, we might want to crank this up to 3. But yeah, for now it's been okay. We do also have artifact removal in the form in Prismari Command, so that's 4 ways of getting rid of artifacts. We've got nothing that handles enchantments. Now that I look at it, we might have to remedy that as well. But then we've got a full playset of Expressive Iteration because it's just freaking amazing, making sure that we hit our lands, putting the best card into our hand, and putting the worst card in the bottom of your library. So it's just an all-round amazing card. Then couple copies of the Celestus, a little bit of life gain. Never know when that will come in handy. Also, effectively, a little bit of ramp. It's a 3 mana rock that can make mana of any color, and that can be important in a lot of situations. And then that ability to discard and draw when it comes day and night, it's just really nice in a control deck. So yeah, definitely pretty happy to have a couple copies of Celestus in here. Then we've got Hinata, the Dawn Crown. I've gone with 3 copies. I do have a full playset, but I think 3 is okay. It's a sweet spot. Then 3 Doomskars, 3 Lorehold Commands, and full playset of Magma Opus, which is kind of the main win con with Hinata, the Dawn Crown. And that's the brew. The lands are really hard, man, with these 3 color decks. Like I'm Still tailoring. I'm not sure if I could do this any better or worse, but we've got one of each of the creature lands from the colors that we're using, two of each of the new legendary lands of each of the color that we're using, at least one basic of each. In the plains case, there's two. I don't know why that's the case. I think I'd probably rather have blue or red, although that early game Doomskar might be pretty important. So this is how the auto land thing put it, spread out. Let's see if we make some adjustments. But then we've just got some duels. I went for more of the blue and red because it seems to be most of the cards that we have the blue and the red, and a bit less of the other two. And no pathways. I've seen people just not play Field of Ruin, therefore you don't really need the basics at all, and you just play only, of course, then if you get Field of Ruined, you have nothing to go fetch. I always like to just have some basics, but then you can also squeeze in some pathways. But these 3-color mana bases now are just like crazy. Look at this thing. Anyway, that's the brew. Let's jump into some games. Now, as usual, at this point in my videos is when I like to do a tiny bit of self-promotion. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly consider doing so. We are well on the way to 500 subscribers, and I would love to get there before the end of the month. Of course, the giveaway is going to be triggered. So if you want to take part in said giveaway, you do need to be a subscriber of the channel. And yeah, if you could also do all that other good YouTube stuff, that would be fantastic. Leave a like, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of future daily uploads. All right. Really long queue time. There we go. Two land hands. I've been suspicious. That's a little better. Put the Opus away. Ready with the Disruption. Okay. This is gonna be a fantastically fun match to watch. Okay. Yeah, we can cast this, but there's like 1000% chance of there being a counter spell there, so I'm just gonna pass the turn. That is just too nice. Okay, so we still don't have a way to make Hinata indestructible in hand, but we're playing a deck that runs mono blue, so I can just play her, and the worst thing that'll happen is she gets bounced. You see, even though I had 1 mana only, this still got highlighted. That's great. Skadoosh. I'm chilling now. I'm chilling. Yes, we can jump into unranked. Into ranked after this. Bouncy something, probably. Or more of this type of nonsense. Opponent. Sure. Now, this is the question. Yeah, let's just go for this play here. And Epic. We're ready to start doing really silly things if the dude manages to stay on the board.
To maintain balance, topple the mighty.
So this is a 6/6.
I would run if I were you.
Let's make a little spirit dude.
Even a fool can affect the balance of the multiverse.
All right. Show me what you got, bro. Show me what you got. That's perfect. Skadoosh. And go 3, 4. Oh, sorry. We want to do the damage to the Mind Flare. 3 + 1 to face. Then we're submitting, and then we're tapping the guy and the other guy. And we are going 1, 2, 3. Boop. And we get a 4/4. And we draw some cards. It's just quite spectacular. Oh. Oh. Even better. Off you go. That's just game, no? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's game. Let me not be cheeky here and draw it out too much. These guys have haste though. Check it out. Boom. Ah. Alright, game 1 victory in unranked against some blue jank. Let's try and actually bring this onto the ranked ladder and see how the brew performs. I haven't been playing unranked at all since the set came out. I think I played 1 or 2 matches with mono white aggro to see if it was still performing. So my rank has slipped significantly. I was sitting on like 500 or something when I last checked. But if you're not playing on the ladder all the time, it's constantly slipping. So let's see where we're at. But I'm feeling quite confident with the deck. So about time we play a bit of ranked action. By the way, the last couple days I've been brewing like a madman. There's some serious stuff lined up for the channel. Stay tuned for that. That's why we missed yesterday's upload. I was just too busy brewing and nothing felt ready yet, so I just decided to skip an upload and just go full on brew mode. And some stuff has arrived at me, which is finally deserving of a video. So we've got the Hinata and 2 ways of potentially protecting her, so that, I like that. I like that quite a bit. Looking like Derrick's. Maybe we can snag a... What's it called? The freaking Valkyrie. Okay, never mind. The Valkyrie has 4 toughness. We could have skadooshed her. Not exactly what I was looking for, to be honest. But let's get ready to counter something, at least that. Sure. I have a feeling that's the angelic voyage, or maybe... I wonder. There's my Doomskar. Sorry. Still haven't tested this at all. I've got one copy. Gonna have to check that out. It's like trippy. Kind of like a weird relic pyre. Okay, I still don't have the, you know, I need one more white source. So here we go. The Celestus is white source. Then we can play Hinata and hold up the Valorous Stance. Then I feel okay about things. Sure. I think I have enough mana now. Just play Hinata and even just hold up sword coming. Finally, stem the bleeding. So now, like, even if there's, I mean, okay, so the cool thing is Banishing Burst, T-Deck, cannot. Then if it's anything that says destroy, we've got the stance. Okay, we can kill you. If there's nothing better to do, I'll hold command that guy. I'm gonna Lorehold Command this guy. Boop. Gaining a bit of life. Now we need to top deck those Magma Opuses. I've also got the mana to activate a hall. Goes for the scry. We might just bring in these little spirits and cycle away the second Celestus, which we don't need. Now we've got options, baby. Options. Make some spirits, bounce a thing, counter a thing. I wonder what he's got for told there. If it's the angel, you know, the, what's it called? Starnheim Unleashed or whatever. It is the Doomskar. Okay. So we obviously just saving. No, let's just counter it. No, it's only 2 mana. Thanks to the Hinata Dawn Crown. By the way, I love... Yes, baby, I went for the right thing. Indestructible for 1 mana. Make some dudes. What a turn. So it was a Doomskar. Now we don't have to worry about Foretell. Get a little Abrade action off on you, my dear fellow. By the way, I learned this the other day. If you pay, the way this is worded, if you pay for multiple times, it poops out multiple goblin tokens. So if you have 8 mana, you can make 2. When it attacks, it'll make 2 instead of just the 1. Okay, so now we can use this to bounce our own Hinata if he's got some removal for her. And of course it costs less. Although spells, it's not really casting a spell, so but it'll still cost less because of other reasons. Okay, so we can bounce this. Bye-bye. Almost game. Not quite there. But I put him in a position that is pretty tough to come back from. A Doomskar now would just be pretty fine because we've got creature lands. It's not going to be enough. I got too many threats. Let's go for the biggest one. Boom, 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 boom. First game back in ranked, and it's a victory. Straight back into the numbers. Wow, we've slipped a lot. 1-5. I got my work cut out for me. We want to hit, stay in the top 1-2, but for the end of the month. The sort of new, best deck in the format hasn't quite, been discovered yet. The win rates and the play numbers and stuff on Untapped GG are still mostly just reflecting old metadata information. It's mostly mono white and the usual suspects. The new stuff hasn't quite started to show up yet. But there's plenty of websites where I keep up to date with decks. And by the way, if you guys are on Twitter, I highly recommend this fellow that I follow quite avidly. His name is... where is he now? He basically just posts deck lists, non-stop deck lists. Robert Taylor. And people use him as a hashtag basically whenever they want to share their deck lists. And yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, we can put away the Opus. Hello. Good game. Untapped land. Come on, come on, come on. No such luck. Let's not reveal yet that we are Jeskai gamers. Keep them thinking we are... Ooh, no land? Oh, that's nice. We go with the command first. It's the one I have least of. Kill the rune. Boop. Okay, so Orzhov. Environmental sciences. So far, nothing new and interesting. Well, we can just get ready to counter some spells, I think. Where's that dwarf? Or the wedding announcement would just be a fantastic... Oh, baby. Jwari! Manic laughter ensues. I can do this all day, boy. Ready for your next spell. What's it gonna be? Another wedding announcement, probably. If I know the way these things go. Sure. And this guy, I'm gonna do this too. Let's draw some cards. We've got some stuff we could discard. Yeah. Absolutely. One. We just discard the land. Do want a second white source for Doomskar, but we don't have Doomskar in hand right now, so we'll just have to once again trust. There we go. Second white source found. Now we can start doing some fun stuff. Is this a land? Is this a spell? Which side do I keep it on? Sure. Oh, my computer just gets so hot. Especially when I'm recording. Boop, boop. Blink, 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 blink. Hello. Absolutely okay with that. Waste of a beautiful card. Still no sign of our main cards. It's okay. Just stalling, 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 stalling. We can kill this with this. We have things to do. Definitely countering that. 100% guaranteed. Another sneaky, sneaky fellow. Do we want a... Well, anyway, let's get a red. Fantastic. I'm gonna save that until he's got the full squadron. Oh my goodness. Alright. Take that. There's nothing better going on here. I'm hoping he wastes this Rite of Oblivion on my other spirit here. Okay, so let's see if he blocks. Cool. Sure. Sweepers and nothing but sweepers. Nice. Get a nice end step Cinderclasm in. Oh no, wait, I don't need to do the end step because there won't be a zombie being made if there isn't a Jadar there to make it. Sure. Totally useless against this brew, mostly. Okay, we're in business. Can we cast this? 1, 2, 3, 7. No, we can't. Now we can. Let's go for an end step. So I can also wipe out this little puny guy. Boopity boopity. Submit. And then let's just tap some random lands. 2 and 2. Drawing cards as well, which is just freaking fantastico. That's game. Oh, baby, baby, yeah. Easter eggs, my friend, with your Orzhov control. Off you go. We didn't even need Hinata. Alright, guys, we've arrived at the final match of the day. We cut this one a little shorter than usual because my son is sleeping in the room next door, and I do need him to be supervised when he wakes up. So let's try and end on a win as usual. Yeah, I need to, this has to be the last match. I got the signal from the wife. Noix trupax manaukai. What? Natrupikas manukai. Maybe it's some French word. Could be. That's a keep. So, Selesnya enchantments, huh? Let's keep that Fading Hope then. And I hope that putting that Cinderclasm back doesn't bite me in the butt. Okay. There's that layer there. Kept me from putting that to the bottom. What else you got? Another Weaver of Harmony. we need to hit our Doomskar like pretty quickly. Although I kind of like the idea of ambushing him with Lorehold Command. Let's see where he puts the counter. Skadoosh. And skadoosh. Neatly got rid of 2 threats in one go. Oh, hello. Okay, but not yet. Not yet. I'm afraid. My dear darling. We need some way of protecting you, I think. But if nothing else comes... we're gonna just play you out next turn. Cool. That sucks. Okay, so we can cast this right now, which is just fantastic. 2 targets for the damage. And then we're tapping 2 targets. That's 4 reduction. 4. So it's 2, 3, 4. No, we don't have enough mana. I need to target one more thing. Okay, I'll just target myself. Okay, well, let's see here if it... see? Okay. So, have to go boom, boom, and boom. And then submit 3, and then boom, and boom. Nah, that sucks. Okay, never mind. We wait. Okay, now we have to do it. Even if it doesn't kill it, at least we get the the 4/4. Sure. Ready with the counter spells. Oh, baby. And that's problematic. Okay. We might be able to kill Catilda with the Eiganjo. Bloodfest. Oh, he's not going to play any. Oh my goodness, that is just too good. And if he has a snakeskin veil, we have the counter. Okay. Don't have the mana without the, you know, without Hinata. Counter that. Cute. Sure. He's back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I think even because of the, yeah, we won't be able to do it, I don't think. 1, 3 targets. Sure. Okay. Don't have the mana. Pains me to have to do that, but I don't think there's anything gonna be destroying, let's say. Okay. End step. Boom, boom. Skadoosh. And now we swing in for the kill. Got him. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. As you can see, very grindy, but gets the wins done and in Mythic rank as well. Got 100% on camera. I'm very, very happy with that. Yeah, let's just quickly jump right back into the brew for some final thoughts before we call it a day. But we have been making some numerous adjustments along the fly. So I think this is the third time I'm recording this. So the version that you see right now, I think is the best one that I've come up with. And I really like the way it's performing. And I highly recommend you give it a try. And if you do, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. But that is going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tonight for some fresh brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.